because I dismiss people that do not want to work and they think that we are stupid. You don't want to work, you don't want to go home, and you want to be paid. Yes. But other than that, 72% is a big challenge. And they vote, you think they voted because, Jammeh is going to relax now? They say, no, we want, the economic supervisor is talking about, we want him to bring it. So there's no relaxation. For the APRC government and those patriotic government, there's no relaxation. Of course, we will also create the conducive environment for people outside of the government system to excel. In terms of schools, anything that we can think of, we're going to do our best to build a modern Gambia. We're going to modernize health institutions. You know, the one thing we cannot modernize is the attitude of people. But we're going to train more personnel, and of course the younger generation, the unpolluted ones. We're sending a lot of them outside, and we also hope that when they come back, it will be, things would change. Attitudes in hospitals would change. But those who are there also, they are warned, hereby warned. It's not only hospitals, but also it applies to police stations. You go, there's no vehicle, they ask you to hire a vehicle. Now, a vehicle is provided, they tell you they have no fuel. This is going to stop. Because any police station that does that, they're going, all of them are going home. So, where there will be no sacred cow. If you don't work, you are going home. Period. This time around, I'm not going to have the luxury of giving you 3 warnings. I'm not going to do that anymore. Because let people know what is needed in this country. You know, to give you an example, as we speak, more than 8 international airlines have been struggling for the past 7 months to use the Gambia as a hub. And only a few people, less than 10 people, blocked it. To give you an example, when Gambians have to go to another country to take flights to go, we have only SN Brussels, Royal Air Maroc, and most of the major airlines that you think about, for the past 7 months, they have been struggling to have permission to use the Gambia. Some of them want to use the Gambia as a hub, and somebody is blocking them. The more flights we have, the better for us, our prestige, and our tourism industry. And some few crooked idiots decided to block that. I will deal with them on Friday after I have been sworn in. So government should understand to what length they will push me to dismiss somebody. But this time around, we are not only dismissing people, but we are prosecuting them. Because I think that's the only language people understand. Can you imagine? I go around or send envoys to different countries to negotiate things, and somebody somewhere decides to sit on it. 7 international carriers want to use the Gambia as a hub for the past 7 months. You know what the most embarrassing thing? I meet up with a colleague or send an envoy and say, oh, what we wanted you this airline to call. I say, Mr. President, since you spoke about it, we have been sending, there's no response. And then they say, give you a whole encyclopedia of correspondence. Why? Because if I cannot get something out of it, I block it. Wait until after tomorrow. That's all I can tell you. Thursday is coming, inshallah. I'll be sworn in, and we'll start the fireworks. Work, go home. Yes.
Mr. President, I want to say thank you very much for the interview. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you the fortitude and the will and the foresight to be able to carry this nation where you want it to be.
So, everybody be warned. Do your job, you sleep peacefully. Don't do your job. You don't want to do your job, go home. If you are sick, also go to the hospital. But where you don't want to do your job, especially in offices, people come, they want they have something to be fixed, and you are playing on the internet or Facebook. Ah, good. The next time your face is on Facebook, you'll be unemployed. It's unacceptable. For the past 4 days, I've been very angry and embarrassed too, because I've been harassing some of my colleagues about some of their airlines coming to this country. A little bit to shown an encyclopedia of correspondences. Two institutions sat on it. And what is even amazing, they ask them questions, they will not respond. But from Friday, we will know who they are. The whole country would know what is going on. But as I said, it's very difficult for me to dismiss, because there are a lot of things I take into consideration. Your children who have done nothing wrong, they're going to school. I want every child to go to school. And if you are dismissed, well, I don't want people to say, oh, he's going to dismiss Malik Jones. I'm giving you an example. One thing I think of is, how would his children fare? Would they eat? I don't want to see any child suffer in this country. Would they go to school or wouldn't they go to school? But in situations like this also, where somebody or a few people have prevented 7 major international carriers from using the Gambia as a hub when we are asking for it. Most of the time you have to travel to Dakar to board a plane to go elsewhere if you are not traveling by SN buses and Air Maroc. My friend. Anyway.
Once again, thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. I wish everybody very happy inauguration and coverage. And I think the panel made it very clear that if you want T-shirts, you can go to the stadium. You'll have everybody who goes to the stadium, unless you don't want to have a T-shirt and a cap, you will have a T-shirt and a cap.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Babili masani fula, babili masani bara, anye masali fula, babili masani bara, ya jamele foto, babili masani bara, anye masali fula, babili masani bara. Kile busuma ke, momeri la minifa, Maria ma jamefa, nye mansa kele maini bara, anye masani tambo, babili masani bara, Gambia masali foto, babili masani bara, ya jamele foto.
Gambians are bracing up for the 4th inaugural ceremony of His Excellency Chef Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya